All right, we're live. Okay, so good day, everyone. My name is Gabriel. You can call me Gabo or Sir Gabo if you want to. I will be your instructor for this semester's Introduction to Management Information Systems. Now, first things first, I would like to apologize for scheduling an online class on September 11. I just realized that it was actually faculty day, and in effect, students should have no classes, including online classes. And I don't want to take that right away from you, so I'm canceling the live session for tomorrow or for Friday, and we will meet in person next Friday instead. Okay, so now in this case, let me just give you an overview of the course through this recording. So before that, let me introduce a bit of myself. So again, my name is Gab, or Gabo, as some discs people know me. I'm currently working as Platform and Technology Solutions Engineer at SAP. And what I do is I advise clients on technology solutions that they can implement to fix their business problems, which is actually quite an MIS thing to do. So later on in this course, you'll realize how important it is for the technology projects to be aligned to the business objectives, how exactly it could fix business challenges, right? So yeah, so basically what I do is pretty much like MIS thing. And before my current role in SAP, I was with Ramcar Food Group, the one who handles the brands like KFC, Tokyo, and Mr. Donut here in the Philippines. I was a BI or business intelligence consultant, and as I am in right now, I'm also a lecturer here at the Department of Information Systems and Computer Science. Okay, so my educational background, if I guess if you'd be interested, currently I'm taking my master's degree in computer science at UP Diliman, and I'm also a graduate of the MIS program back in 2014. Right, that was 6 years ago, and I took my secondary degree in Marikina Science High School. Okay, so what's our agenda for this session? Is I'll go through the course syllabus. I'll discuss some things in detail, and then from my previous email, I asked you to fill in your or submit your information through the Google Forms. I will discuss a bit on the class profile and some things that I want you guys to consider as well. We'll also talk about the discs policies since this will be your first class in the department. At least you should know what are the different policies that are implemented in discs, and then we'll go through our official learning management system for the course, which is Moodle. I'll show you where to navigate, and in case you have any issues accessing Moodle, please let me know via email or mobile phone. Okay, so for the course syllabus, okay, all right, so as itself, the course gives the students a solid and concise foundation in the fundamentals of information systems through the most recent research, references, and examples in the field. So the keyword here is on the fundamentals. We are not expecting you to know the entirety of the information systems field from this course, but at least to give you a glimpse of, the what really is being discussed when we talk about information systems. Okay, I could give you some examples as well from my experience in my work of how the companies acquire information systems, at the same time how they actually use these technology solutions to fix their business problems. From the learning outcomes, first, there's a lot of emphasis on communication. MIS field is actually a bridge between the technology and the business, right? So you stand in between. You have to convey the technical value to the business people, and at the same time, you have to discuss what the business expects from the technology side. Okay, so that's really the core of the MIS field. So there's really quite an importance on communication, discussing the technology side to the business, and at the same time understanding what the business needs. Also in this course, okay, as a capstone project for this course, you will be developing different business use cases for the latest technology available in the market. Okay, so you probably can start thinking now on what different technologies that interest you, and start identifying what how it could actually fill in the gaps in the business or in the field. Also, you will, as you go through the course, okay, we'll teach you some as we teach you some fundamentals, you'll also ask you to critique some of the existing technologies. Okay, so it's not really a one size fits all technology, but we want you to identify really, is this technology good for the organization? Is it not? Why is it so? What are the pros and cons? And why should we acquire or implement that specific solution? And lastly, as the technology emerges or evolves across years, we also need to understand what are the implications of these technologies, whether from a data privacy perspective or environmental perspective. That is something that we can explore here in the course. Okay, so what are you expecting in this course? Okay, we designed the course to be modular as possible. Okay, so that so you could actually take the course based on your own pacing. So since we are now in an online setting, okay, so the first module is about information systems and strategic management. As a in general, we will discuss how organizations think. Okay, so how do they create strategies? What are the different influencing factors that affects the decision of the business? Okay, the next module is about the information systems architecture, where we will now go deeper into the technology aspect. What are the hardware involved, software involved, and how it's actually being used in the organization. Okay. Lastly, the third module discusses about the implementation of these technology solutions. We will go through systems analysis. Okay, how do we actually design a system to perform a specific business task? Okay, we also go through systems development. How would you actually materialize your design into a specific software application? And in entirety, we have this field called IT project management, where you actually manage everything from the design, from the implementation to the change management of the specific project. Okay, and then lastly, we'll look into the ethics, privacy, and security. Now, to give you an idea, I will be discussing the first module regarding the business aspect. The other instructor, which is Sir Jacob, will be discussing the information systems architecture. And the third one, we'll discuss it concurrently. All right, so from the grading criteria perspective, these are the 5 components of your grade. Okay, so the first 3 items are group activities. Okay, while the last 2 would be your individual contribution to your grade. Okay, so first one is the discussion threads. So to keep the environment conducive for learning, okay, we will be leveraging on discussion threads. That could be in Moodle, in Discord or Facebook group, which I'll be discussing later. Okay, but the point is, as a group, you will propose a technology. You will propose a specific technology topic of any kind, depending on what you want. Okay, whether you ask a question or there's an interesting article that you find online and you want the class to discuss, you are free to do so. You will post them on the dedicated communication channel, and you have to keep the class engaged. So everyone will participate, throwing their opinions, throwing their questions, and as a group, you will be the one moderating that specific thread. I'll discuss the specifics in the next meetings. The second one is the group project. As I've mentioned in the course learning outcomes, you will be looking for a latest technology trend and see how it fits a specific organization. Okay, so in that case, the group should do some research on the technology, and also do some industry trend analysis on on where to use that specific technology. Okay, so we'll present the specifics or the specifications of the project later on. Okay, but for the meantime, at least have an idea of start thinking about it, of what technology do you want to discuss, and start looking into the applications of it. Now, the third one is case studies. So every week we will be presenting also some case studies in which which will be used to see whether you understand some of the concepts that was discussed in class and how you could actually apply them directly on an actual scenario. Okay, so these case studies will come from most likely the book or the internet, and we will be presenting some questions to guide you through reading the case studies. Okay. Now, quizzes, homework, and exercises are mainly to see how you understand the topics themselves. Okay, so mostly objective in nature, but at the same time, this could help us gauge whether you are keeping up with the pace of the class. Lastly, of course, aside from the project, of course, we need to have a final exam as well, just to make sure that you cover the entire basics of the class. And I think that's pretty much self-explanatory. Again, that's an individual contribution to your grade. Now, the grading system, the discs actually has a bit different from the Loyola School standards. So from here, our A is actually at 93. Okay, so you have to take note of that. Rounding off is up to the instructor's discretion. Okay, so it's not actually a forced rounding up or in this case. Right? At other admin matters, our official platform will be Moodle. Okay, all official communications will be coursed through Moodle, but we will also post it on other supplementary communication channels. Okay, now attendance is in this class won't be recorded. Okay, but of course we'll look up to your quiz submissions, to your case studies to see whether you are actually doing the deliverables for the class. But every Friday at the same time slot, 3 p.m., we will be having our live sessions. Now, I mentioned here unless stated otherwise because I might have some other responsibilities with my part-time work, so I might have to move the live session to either Monday or Wednesday at the same time slot. But you will be informed ahead of time if there will be changes on the schedule. But by default, it will be on Friday, 3 p.m. Using Zoom as well. Okay, so those are something that I want to mention about the course syllabus. So if you want to, of course, you are required to read the syllabus, especially on the class policies. Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me via email. So I'll share with you my details later on. Now let's go to the class profile. So this part of the discs, I also have to discuss with you some the discs policies. So the entirety of the policy is available on Moodle. I linked it up already, but let me discuss a few things that I want to emphasize. Okay, so first one is regarding academic integrity. So of course, as we are expecting everyone to exert all efforts to avoid any violations to academic integrity. So it could be copying someone's idea, someone's data, someone or even your classmates' information. Let's avoid that those things as much as possible. Okay. So for example, in the class, I won't expect everyone to do deep dive coding, but if you want to explore that path as you go through some of the activities, we can discuss as well. So I'm not limiting you to purely text information. So it's really up to you. if you want to go that path. But mainly from this course, there will be a lot of analysis, some essay writing. So copying and quoting words or ideas and passing them off as your own is counted as plagiarism. Okay, so just remember, if it's not your idea, please cite them properly. Now, in terms of the deliverables, okay, you have to submit the certificate of authorship. So this is a binding document that that explicitly mentions that the submission that you submitted, okay, is actually your own work. So we have the certificate of authorship for individual submissions. We also have for group submissions. Please include them on your submissions. Okay, so some of the quizzes the checkup quizzes will be made through Google Forms, and I will also include one portion there for you to upload your certificate of authorship. So just to, we have that binding document that the work that you submitted was actually yours. Right. So if again, if you want to look into detail into the policies, you may refer to your Moodle. Okay. So I've prepared the Moodle already, at least some of the admin documents. So you have here the disks policies. Okay. Again, please take time to read the policies, examples of plagiarism or examples of academic dishonesty. Okay. There are also some policies on gender policy, also the privacy policy of the Ateneo, so you are also aware of your rights as an individual. Okay, the course syllabus is also there, and also the copies of the certificate of authorship for both individual and group submissions are posted there. Now, you've received my first announcement. Okay, so in this, you will also see them here in Moodle on the right-hand side. Okay, so all the official emails, again, will be posted on Moodle, and you will also receive a copy of those on your OBF emails. Okay, so the modules are also indicated here. Okay, I'm having the faculty view, so I have the contents here already, but I will release these materials to you every Sunday. So every sub module 1.1, 1.2 in the syllabus will be released weekly. Okay, so every Sunday, so you can start already your study on these on the course materials. And also we are required to give you a preliminary grade. Okay, so I will be posting the grades here on Moodle as well. Okay, so by the mid-semester, well, actually, since it's a quarter, mid-quarter, after 2-3 weeks, I'll be posting your current grade assessment for the class. And so if you have any concerns regarding your first half of the quarter performance, that's 1/6 of a semester, no, 1/4 of a semester, then you can discuss. Okay, so if you need some interventions, if you need help from me, please let me know, and I will be very happy to help you along the way. Okay, so consultations, you can set up consultations with me. Let me know as well. All right, so that's everything that I want to discuss in terms of the policies, in terms of what you're gonna expect from the class, and the syllabus, the learning class module. Again, I would like to welcome you to the class, to the MSYS 20, and also welcome you to the Ateneo. All right, so let's have a very fun online journey, and I hope to see you soon. Right, so hopefully next week we'll have our first live session as well. Okay, now yeah, that's it for me. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My contact details are on the syllabus. Okay, I will also include my contact details on the email, which includes this specific video. Okay, yeah, I cannot ask for more questions since this is a recording. See you on the next module. Bye-bye.